Welcome. I'm Marquis, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing a mini sequence for children. And I designed this practice with my 9-year-old son in mind. So I would recommend it for use with middle school, elementary school kids. It's a playful practice, but we're going to get into some traditional yoga poses as well. So that being said, if you'd like to find a comfortable seat here on your mat and join me, we're going to just for a moment here find stillness in our seat. And if you're comfortable, I'd love you to join me by closing your eyes, just taking a moment to maybe visualize a superhero, a princess, an animal, someone that you look up to. And imagining ourselves taking on some of those characteristics of that person that we look up to today. Finding that strength, that courage, that power within ourselves, knowing that if something feels hard, we can just simply come back to that superhero power within us. Let's begin. We're going to start just by stretching out a little bit. So if you want to stretch your legs out long in front of you, we're going to start with our hands. So let's start by just doing a snake with our hands, moving the snake motion. It starts out small and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Good. Big breaths here, snaking it out. And stop. Let's pretend that we're a cat playing the piano. Whatever you like to do, your cat playing the piano. Can you be a cat playing the piano with your feet? Or your toes even? That's a little bit tough there. Now let's snake our feet out. Now our lower bodies are a snake. And I'm supporting myself with my hands behind me. I'm leaning back into the hands, pressing into my palms on the floor. And I start my snake out really small, right? And then he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Good job. Let's point our toes and flex up to the sky and point down and flex up to the sky. Woo. Let's release those legs down to the ground. And we're going to start with a fun breath called lion's breath. So if you'd like to swing your legs behind you, we're going to find a little squat here where we're sitting back. Our butt is sitting back on our heels. Knees are in front. And we're placing our hands here, fingers wide on our knees. So the way that lion's breath works is you take a big inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, you're going to be leaning forward, spreading fingers. We're exhaling through our mouths and we're sticking our tongue out wide. So it looks like this. Let's try that together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lean forward. See how it kind of makes a quiet roar noise when you do that. Maybe you spread the fingers, maybe you glance up at the sky, kind of rolling the eyes back when you lift the chin. Let's try a few more just like that. Nice. 2 more, just like that. One really big one. Look at those strong lions. Good work. So from here, we're going to be coming to the side of our mats, and we're going to be opening our knees nice and wide for what we call frog's pose. So the knees are wide, the toes are kind of coming towards each other in the back, but they definitely don't need to touch. And you're going to lean the front of your body forward like this, so coming onto your forearms. Now if you're on your forearms, just make sure to pull up the stomach so that you're not sagging in like this. You really want to try to be strong and find that strength within your center. So really getting into the legs here, stretching out, one breath. Good job. Let's bring our knees back together here. So walking them in until they touch. And we're going to push back from our palms so that we're sitting back onto our heels. Maybe the butt touches the heels. And then straightening out the arms, pulling forward with our fingertips. Maybe releasing the head to the mat for child's pose. Taking some breaths here. Just feeling safe, feeling strong, knowing our own power within. Good job. Let's bring our hands in under shoulders, planting into our palms, and we're going to push up into tabletop pose. So in tabletop pose, our hands are right under our shoulders, and our knees are directly under our hips, and we're flat as a table, flat as a board. So here we are for table, and we're going to inhale. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow, it's called. So when we inhale, we lift the chin and drop the belly. The butt kind of points up. That's our cow pose. And on an exhale, blowing out the air, we're going to slowly tuck the chin, pulling the belly up and in for cat pose. Meow. Inhale to cow. I'm doing it nice and slow here so you can see the movement. Exhale for cat. Tucking chin, pulling belly in. Meow. Do a few more like that. Inhale. Moo. Exhale. Meow. One more. Inhale. Moo. Exhale. Very good work. Finding a neutral spine, so our spine is a straight line now. We're going to tuck our toes underneath, and we're going to push back into our knees until we're in down dog position. So in down dog, your feet and your heels are really reaching for the ground, and your fingers and hands are pressing and rooting forward. Our neck is free and relaxed. Our stomach is pulled in. Taking a breath in down dog. And then we're going to lean the body forward and straighten our body. You might have to step your hands out just a little bit to keep the hands under the shoulders like I did. but you want to find this nice straight push-up position. We call it plank position. We're in high plank. Our bodies are strong and grounded. And from here, push back to down dog one more time. Take a big bend in your knees, and we're going to walk our feet up to our hands. So my neck and head is still nice and relaxed. My knees are bent. And I'm going to heel toe those feet in until they're right under my thighs. Or I'm sorry, they're right under your hips, right? Feet are under your hips. Release the head. Knees are bent. And on an inhale, we're going to slowly rise up to standing. One vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow here. Nice and easy. Good. Rolling the shoulders back. Let's find a mountain pose. So for mountain pose, Tadasana, our feet are again directly under our hips, right? Our belly is tucked in, our pelvis is tucked under, our shoulders are down and back. Maybe our chin is tucked just slightly, nice and tall and firm, rooted like a mountain. Inhale, rising the hands overhead, extend your mountain. Hands meet at the top, maybe head looks up to glance at the hands. And exhale, we're going to bring those hands through the center. Prayer pose. Down at our sides. Palms are open. Mountain pose. We're going to do one-legged mountain. So rooting in strong to this right foot, finding balance and strength. Lifting left foot off the ground. Knee is bent. And then we straighten this leg. One-legged mountain. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall, right? It's okay to lose your balance. We can just get up and try it again. Good. Let's bend that knee and release that left leg. Finding that strong, tall, rooted mountain again. Rooting into your left foot nice and strong. Lifting right foot off the ground. Knee is bent. Extending that right leg. One-legged mountain. Good. Breathe here. Very nice, bending that right leg now and releasing that. Good. Good job. Let's shake out the feet a little. That was some good work. All right, we're going to come back down to seated now for our butterfly pose. So bringing the legs out or the knees out wide and bringing the feet together in front. Let's hold our feet, or our toes rather, in our hands. And let's just flap our butterfly wings. Just a butterfly fluttering through a meadow on a nice sunny day. In yoga, we get to pretend to be all of these different shapes that we can make with our bodies, which is another thing that I really love about yoga. So from this butterfly pose, I'm just turning the side so you can see me. We're going to try a boat pose. So we're leaning back into our palms here, our hands, and we're going to pick up our feet. Boat pose. Maybe you can lift your hands for a challenge. If that's too hard, keep the hands back here. You can also try one foot at a time. Good, and let's all bring both feet up in boat, hands behind us. Rock your boat from side to side. Breath. Right? Good. Let's plant those feet back on the ground. And hands come up. We're going to slowly lower down. One vertebrae at a time with control, holding the stomach in. Good. Release to the floor. Laying down flat here. Let's bring our knees into our belly. Give ourselves a big hug here. maybe thinking about one thing you really love about yourself. And go ahead and release your head to the mat. Let's open our legs wide, open the knees wide here. And legs are bent. We're going to bring our hands through the middle, down the middle of our bodies, so inside the legs. And then we wrap them to the outside. So maybe they can reach on the ankles here, or the shins, or maybe they can reach all the way down and grab the feet in the hands. And once you're here, really open up the legs while keeping the back nice and flat and straight on the floor. Maybe we walk out that lower back from side to side. Happy baby pose. Good. You can release the hands and bring the legs back in, knees bent, back into a nice tight ball. Back is still flat and straight on the mat. Maybe with the knees in, rocking back and forth to get a little bit more of a massage in that lower back. Breathing in power, strength, safety. And when you're ready, let's slowly release the legs down to the mat. Maybe the feet splay open. Maybe the hands are open, palms facing the sky. Finding some stillness here. We're in corpse pose, Shavasana. Going to just observe what we might be feeling in our bodies now. Anything that you might be feeling is perfectly fine. There are no problems. And as we lay here in stillness for a moment, let's take a scan through our bodies from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes, to relax every single little part of the body. So starting with the head, forehead, skull, brain, relax. Relaxing eyes, nose, cheeks, ears. Relaxing mouth, tongue, jaw, throat, neck. Relaxing shoulders, down to the biceps. Relaxing the forearms. Relaxing the palms, the wrists, the fingers. Relaxing the back, letting it melt into your mat, shoulders, upper back, lower back, sacrum. Relaxing the chest, relaxing the stomach, down to the hips, relaxing the pelvis, relaxing the glutes, relaxing the thighs, front and back, relaxing the knees, relaxing the shins, relaxing the calves, relaxing the ankles, the feet, the toes, relaxing the entire body, just letting it melt. feet into the mat and rolling over onto one side. Bending that bottom elbow so you can cradle your head in the crook of your elbow here. Pausing here, feeling safe, feeling strong, feeling like yourself. And when you're ready, if you'd like to open your eyes if they were closed, very slowly peeling the body back up to a comfortable seat where we began our practice, finding that straight posture, fully present in our bodies. Thank you so much for sharing this practice time with me today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Namaste.